Greetings. I want to talk about what if God was the devil, part 6. I've seen a lot of people talk about what if God was the devil, and I ain't never had, this much fucking stagnation on talking about a topic. It's a white guy that I follow on here. He talk about the devil all the time. You know what I'm saying? I must be saying some shit that's really getting on people's nerves or getting under their fucking skin, or I must be really getting logical on here. I explained to you in spiritual corruption about how corrupted religion is. Now I want to tell y'all about these Anunnaki. Because y'all keep hearing all these people talk about the Anunnaki, and most of them don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Disrespectfully as fuck, okay? I'm telling you now, okay? And this is what I mean. When I say they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, I mean this just honestly, they don't know what they're talking about. They're not being fully honest about these entities with y'all, okay? So let me give you an example. These Egyptian deities that y'all deal with, you know what I'm saying? If you're working with Egyptian deities, let's give an example. Amun Ra is the equivalent of Zeus, which is the equivalent of Jupiter, the Roman god, okay? Zeus is also could be Jesus. You see this? Isis is equivalent to Hera, which is equivalent to Juno. Okay. Hathor, Aphrodite, Venus. This should go back to the planets too. Okay. A lot of these Anunnaki are living through our consciousness. That's why all y'all motherfuckers think y'all, one day I just awakened and I started getting downloads of consciousness. No, they live through your consciousness. I want you to think, if you was immortal and you knew the secrets of the universe was consciousness, that we really weren't our bodies, that our bodies was fashioned, the greatest trick that will ever be pulled is just to switch consciousness each lifetimes. Why the fuck get caught up keep being Ra? You got enemies being Ra. Ra Marduk, aka Ra, Marduk is another name for him, had a lot of fucking enemies. Okay, had a lot of people against what he was doing. That's Enki's son. Okay, had a lot of enemies. Okay, so you gotta watch these things. Okay, another thing these motherfuckers do will tell you. They'll basically tell you like, oh, I'm a god and I'm the god of this religion, when really they're not. They're just messengers from another planet. And basically, they came here because their planet was imploding and they needed this planet to help their planet survive. So they're doing anything within their power to make themselves be as God. Now, this is the crazy shit. They operate through your consciousness. Okay, they not physically just gonna fall out the sky and show up. Like I tell everybody, you gotta have common sense. If gods or the God was returning, it's been far many times that we've been way more fucked up than this for them to do it. Now, my only theory is that white America, the governments, have been playing with these scientific experiments, creating people without souls. Now, y'all know y'all done heard about these motherfuckers taking the bodies and making bodies in incubators and shit and using them for the body parts and all of that. It's rumored that they feeding us body parts and food. Y'all done heard about all this. Don't try to make me like I'm the bad guy because I'm talking about it. I don't know why what I said in these audios, what if God was the devil 1 through 5, why it's being so suppressed. And we have several people, ever since I've been talking about what if God was the devil, everybody's been fucking talking about it, giving their own theory. Now, I'm going to take you all the way fucking deep. I'm going to get deep on here. I don't know if this is going to remain posted, but if you're catching it live, I'm about to give it to you, okay? This is why y'all need to be in private class. I ain't trying to sell you shit. But I'm telling you, some things I can say privately that I could never say in the open public. I've been having a hard time uploading What If God Was the Devil Part 1 through 5 on Spotify. And I clarified that through TikTok. And they don't even fucking like me being on there. Okay? So let me give it to you blood raw. We're going to just play a game. Okay? We're going to play a game. Say you go to another planet and you got more of this technology, you advanced, and these people, well, they ain't even no people on the motherfucking planet. It's just beings there. But you need this atmosphere in this planet to sustain life on your planet. Okay? So this is for self-preservation. Why they came to Earth. Okay? They come from another planet. They get here. One of them get here from being exiled. This is the Anunnaki. I'm giving it to you in my synopsis breakdown. Okay, you want the whole shebang? Go read the Enuma Elish, the Anunnaki tablets, or just read about them. Okay, but I'm giving it to you from a breakdown. Okay, and he was exiled and sent here. He was one of the sons king of old. Okay. And they exiled him. He followed an ancient mystery through the asteroid belts and he found Earth, which is the heart of the universe. When he got here, he seen that it was habitable and that he could breathe the air with just, a little few modifications. He started looking for gold. They found the gold. He finds it. Eventually, he finds it. Okay. And when he finds the gold, he I need to alert home from his original planet where I'm from and let them know it's more gold here, more than enough that we need to fix our planet. So he ET phone home, hey, I found the gold. They for real, he yeah, you need to follow this coordinates to show up here and we're going to start mining it. And then he also seen that this planet had a moon. Now I want to tell y'all something because I'm going to come back. This moon shit, these two moons, ain't what the fuck you think they is, baby. It didn't come from another solar system and came in here. A lot of people will tell you that the moon rings like a bell. If you connect into it, I show some of the women that I teach a very powerful ritual. Okay, how to connect with the moon. This was before the second moon even come. I'll post proof on here. I'm gonna post it for your ass. And I told them a certain way, which is an ancient way of how to harness the moon. And all of a sudden, it's a new moon in our atmosphere. This is a true story. I'm gonna post this so you can see. Okay. And I'm going to show you we did the ritual before there was any record of any new moon coming. And it brought that moon in here. Another thing that happened is, just my own personal shit, I had 2 cycles in 1 month. I'm getting older. Bitch shouldn't even be bleeding like that. Okay. 2 cycles in the month of September. I knew something was going on. Okay. I said, hold up, y'all. We need to do this ritual. And I was taught this ritual from an order that I used to deal with. Okay. It's one of their older rituals. It's I think it might be Babylonian. I told my students, I think it's some Babylonian shit because these people that I was dealing with had a hold of it and we was doing it and the shit was working. Okay. Some people feel they have a connection with the moon. It's like a tidal wave. It's like an energy. It controls things. The moon controls the flow of the water. That's why it's flooded. Some people will tell you that the moon is a satellite. Now, I'm an astral projector. Okay. Some of y'all call it the devil, whatever. I didn't ever have control over it until maybe about 5-6 years ago. 2018, I learned how to control my astral projections because a bitch was just getting up projecting. I'll just get out the body and, I'm on the dark side of the moon. We partying, you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking hotel up there. It's a base. I always thought the moon was a satellite. This was even before I got into any deep occult shit. I thought it was a satellite. Okay? And I be projecting. So when they said, oh, it's another moon coming, I'm like, oh shit. I'm going to project to it. Because if it's, what it is, I'm going to project. You got some people that will tell you that they recycle your soul on the moon, that it's the Pac-Man moon. And that your soul go there and be recycled and it wipes all of your fucking memories and then you come back to Earth. That's what they'll tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you this new moon is from another solar system and it's coming through in the back, okay? We probably will see more moons later on down the line. But this one is coming through the back alongside the moon. And some of them say, oh, you can't even see this moon. You can't see it. I have a picture of it, and I will show you. I will time state the date on my on my iPhone and show you. This was before they even spoke about it. And I'll show you when we did the ritual to harness the energy, and another moon came. Anyway, some of y'all, like I said, got these Anunnaki people connected inside of you. These people came from another planet, and then after years and years and years of collecting the gold, they got tired of doing that shit themselves. And instead of making robots, because they so smart, why you ain't make non-human robots, they started making humans. And they was like too slow. Wasn't smart enough. Okay. So one of the deities, well, not deities, one of the messengers say, look, we're going to go get, I think her name is like Nimaha. I think her name is. We're going to go get the mother. And we're going to bring her to Tiamat, which they call Earth. And we're going to let her put one of the babies that we done made, the little monkey worker babies, and she gonna carry a full term. That's how you got this typical type of human, like a worker human, okay? So this is their story on the tablets. She put the baby inside of her, carry a full term. Now, some of y'all think that Offset and Baby Haru, no, that's about them Anunnakis. Uh-huh. It's deeper than that. That's why these white boys down here always digging up some Egyptian shit. Remember I told you they can't show you Jesus' sandals, but they got a 50,000-year-old 9-foot mummy that they just found. Make it make sense. Okay? So she done like come down here, carry the baby full term, 9 months, 10 months, give birth to the baby. The baby smart as a motherfucker. It's in their likeliness. They start doing it. Okay. Then the women start coming from there like, okay, we're going to start having babies. We're going to start putting the babies inside of us. This is where they get this clone and artificial insemination shit from. And I know this is why the fuck, if they coming because this is what these white boys is down here doing. I'm blaming on the white people, but whoever they got working for them, okay? The government is predominantly Caucasian. Whoever the fuck they got working for them, okay, has this same science that when they bought their ass out down here was doing it, they got the same science. This is the only reason why they came. Ain't nothing coming to save us, baby. I hate to say this to people. You think I'm dark, you think I'm being wicked. No, I'm prepared. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. It's in my DNA. I come from people that flew from a whole nother place, that we trying to figure out who they is, and we think they gods, and they came here and started giving birth to people. And I'm going to prove it to you that y'all from these things, okay? This is why these people is getting a hold of our black ass, because we are the descendants of these things. I'm going to prove it to you with the Bible. Here we go. And you can go read the tablets and it'll prove it to you too. They'll tell you in the Bible when Moses was on the mount, he had his hand in his robe like this. You feel me? He took it out. It was leprous. To be leprous means to be white or have like the white spots. He hurried up and put it back in. He was scared. They was scared of shit that was white. They was scared of white people in the Bible. Noah was albino. He looked white. He didn't look like nobody. Jacob and Iyashu, the two brothers. Iyashu was red and ruddy. He ain't look like Jacob. See? The Bible will tell you openly that it was scared of shit that was white. Y'all just ain't even caught it on. Even in the book of Genesis, I had it wrote down. I'll make another video about it. In the beginning of Genesis, God created male and female in the image of he and she, and they went out. Then God created Adam. Then God created Eve. See? 2 sets of people. Okay. I can go into other religions, but I ain't gonna do it. It's just I can go on for hours with this shit with different religions. Okay. This is not what you think it is. These people are not God. And I'm going to prove it to you. When you read the Enuma Elish and you study the Anunnaki tablets, these 14 tablets, right, they're going to tell you that every time that they will try to do something as God, the all or the higher light was interfering with their shit. And it was a messenger. I can't think of his name, but they'll be doing something. And then the messenger will come and then they will find these lapis lazuli tablets with instructions on them. These tablets was the same tablets that Nanishtahullo, aka Tahuti, aka Quetzalcoatl, okay, had, and he fucking dropped them and they broke, and this nigga rewrote them. So these Anunnakis come down here and they play God in this realm. That's what they do. So y'all that worship Yahweh, that is in Lil. He is the commander. That's it. But y'all worship him as God. He's also the God that Jesus cried out to, which is the God of David. Okay, David and his father Joseph, excuse me, he cried out to him and said, "Why are you forsaking me?" You know what I'm saying? He told him, "Look, basically, we're going to let you die and come back. I'll let you live forever." Okay, but in different religions or different spiritual systems, such as African traditional spiritual systems like E5, they already told Joshua and Kobe before he brought his ass down here, you better do your ebo, do your sacrifice, because your followers is going to get you. He turned his back against God and he failed. And then y'all still did the same. Y'all got his ass. Okay? That's why anybody in this realm that associate themselves with Christ are destroyed. The chapter of Luke tell you that Pontius Pilate accused Jesus Christ of perversion. And that's what they put all these men in jail that pretend that they Jesus down here in jail for perversion. Pay attention. It's a ritual. Okay? A lot of this shit is a ritual. These Anunnaki gods that you think are gods are not gods. They're just messengers. They were people that were exiled. So getting back into that story, years go by, they making all these humans. The humans is allowed to procreate and shit. And then Inky, like, I want to have, he see a human woman, you know what I'm saying, like the off breeds, and Nimha, take it back, they all wanted Nimha. Inky wanted her, Enlil wanted her, Nergal wanted her, all of them wanted her. She was like like a mother goddess from their planet. She's the daughter of Anu. All of them wanted her. She ain't sleep with none of them. She ain't want them. She was so in love with the humans, right? She moved to a mountain, okay? In African traditional system, she's known as Oko, Namunweya. That's her, okay? She moved to the mountains and was helping the humans, okay? Well, she started having all these daughters and shit, and you know, she started breeding with the human things they was making. And then Inky one day go, damn, them humans is bad. I want one. I want some of that human monkey pussy. I want it. He wanted some. Whatever they was making us, he wanted some. So Inky got some. Had a whole baby with it. Then his son Marduk said, wait a minute, Pop. You done had a baby with them humans. I want some human pussy. All of y'all get it. I want some. So then Marduk did it. AKA Ra, AKA Zeus, AKA he did it. Okay. Now watch this. When he did it, all of the people that was on the moon base, they call Igigi. 200 of them came to Marduk, aka Ra's wedding to the human. Okay, he got him a human woman. Okay, he wants some of that susu. He said, we coming to the wedding. They all came, so they asked him, damn, you know, who's on the base? Y'all all here, who watching the moon base, right? They're like, oh, we come to observe the wedding. And we come to see the earth women. We heard there's some bad bitches down here. We come to see the earth women. We heard about that susu. We want to see the earth women. They came down here and picked wives for themselves. And in the Bible, that's when they tell you that the angels, in Genesis as well, they'll tell you that the angels fell and they picked wives. They went unto the daughters of men and began to pick wives and copulate with them. And then those children created one thing, and then those children created this, that created Nephilims and all this other shit, giants. And that's what that story is. And they was related to these deities. Now you go to African traditional systems. For example, I'm a child of Oshun. Okay. So Oshun is like Ainana, is like Nimaha. Like, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? I'm a child of that. Every indigenous person is a child of a deity. That's the big hee ha ha. And I keep telling y'all, racism would cease to exist if we gave the white man their God back. See, I don't knock nothing that y'all believe in. Whatever you need, I'm going to say this so I don't want to feel like I'm disrespecting nobody. Whatever you need for the edification of yourself. I'm just smarter than the average bear, boo-boo. I'm quick wit, I'm shrewd, baby. Okay? They know that they're not God. And what if I told you they got to apologize? They got to fix that. They coming back because we have something. I'm not going to say general population. I'm going to say governments has something that belongs to them that is a weapon of mass destruction. And I ain't talking about no fucking bombs. It's a technology. It's like a reproductive technology. Okay. And the deities that were down here, the deity angels that y'all think is deity slash angels slash misfits from their other place, because they really exiled misfits, because they can't even go back to where they're originally from because their planet is imploding, okay, and they will literally cease to exist because they've been down here too long. The time is different, okay. That's why the time is so fucked up on Earth. When y'all be like having these time lapses, shit, people going crazy, it's because of that interfering, okay. These people are not what you think they are, okay? People that's Christian believe in Yahweh. Yahweh got people thinking that he is the Most High God. When he's not, he's just a commander. And the reason why he has control, because he had command over Earth, him and his son Nurgle. Nurgle is the one who started the flood. It wasn't Enlil. It was Nurgle, his son. Okay? You go deeper, Adam and I think it was Eve had a daughter who set the ark on fire that they was in too. They don't talk about this shit. I need y'all to go read the excluded parts of the Bible so you can get in this work with me, not just be trying to shit on me like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I've studied for 14 years. I've read a lot, and I'm still studying currently. I've read a lot of that information that they excluded from the Bible, and I'm telling you, it is a reason, because some of it shows Christ as not as being a divinity. And that was a problem for them. They took our ancient African traditional religions because we knew that this shit was coming, okay? That God was returning all. They took this, but it's coming as a consciousness. Do y'all remember the movie fucking Stargate, where the spaceship came down with the beings on it, and you thought they was gonna possess like the head person? No, they possessed the little boys, the little dirty boys playing in the sand. They got in that body and made it operative. So a lot of these people running around here got these messengers, aka what y'all think is deities, in their body. That's why you got Yahweh ben Yahweh. He believed he Yahweh on earth. He might be, because that Yahweh could be communicating through his conscience, because you are not your body. When you transition, you're not your body. That's why we crying at the casket and shit, because the person who was in there, the energy is no longer active. Okay? These beings, the Anunnaki, had a higher God than them. And it was fucking up their plans. Everything they thought to do. The higher God than them, the light or the all, is called the light, the Etherian God, the Typhonian God, okay, was fucking up their shit with these humans that they created down here. This is What If God Was the Devil, part 6. That is anything that somebody is doing to manipulate you. That's some devilish shit. And a lot of y'all wonder why this earth is fucked up, why we trafficked, why people are martyred, all this weird stuff. It's because this realm is fashioned by the devil. It's in control of the devil. If you read any religious books, it'll tell you all the evil is locked in the ground of the earth. This shit is not what you think it is. And they really got 45 million indigenous black people waiting on a Messiah to come back and get them, honey. Do you see what they do to people that claim to be the Messiah? They say that they're perverted. Luke 22, look in the book of Luke. I think it's Luke chapter 22, where they talk about Pontius Pilate said, all he did was lie and pervert the scriptures. Y'all really want to hang him? They said, crucify him. Because he lied and said that the God of old, which was Yahweh, was his father. And then Yahweh let him die on the cross like a liar. But he had to let him come back. Because that Lord Bo he did. It's the truth. You put all that shit together, honey, I'm telling you, it's enough to make you go gray. I went gray down the middle of my head a couple years ago when I started reading the Enumalish and them tablets, them 14 tablets. When I found out, for example, that Nanishtahullo was Vishnu, was Tahuti, was Quetzalcoatl, was all the same motherfucking people. I said, well, shit, this nigga could be Tyrone right now. We would never know. It's a name game. They like the hot bodies and shit. The same way the people in Hollywood can alter your consciousness and put somebody else's consciousness in your body. Don't believe me. Look up October London. Don't he sound just like Marvin Gaye? And I know about them little fluky ass universal contracts. Y'all thought y'all almost had my son on one of them motherfuckers. And they've been suppressing him too. I ain't gonna go too deep. They wanted to use his likeliness amongst the universe. Recently, they just showed y'all that they 18 phoning home, sending messages back, and something has responded. They openly on TV, the popes and them openly told you on national fucking TV that Jesus wasn't real. They made all of that shit up. Jesus Christ is the white man's tupla, Tupla. Then you gave your black souls to the Christ energy for hundreds of years. That's what made it real. For those that don't know, your soul is a transportation system. Not everybody is in alignment with the soul, because if it was, we'd be awakening to leave this motherfucker. We wouldn't even be trying to raise it up. We know that this is a prison planet. We were created to be workers and nothing more. To be fruitful and multiply is a fucking joke because you're a slave. You're a worker. They'll flood this motherfucker, set it on fire in a minute to get rid of all of our ass. They have done it several times. You would just enjoy what life your ass have now. We all gonna go up out of here anyway. For educational purposes. I ain't saying do no crazy shit, but I'm telling you the truth. And when you think about life like that, it's less optimistic. But you also have this superpower, because when you read these books that they took out about, like the book of Adam and Eve, you will see that the God was afraid of Adam. Because Nimha, the woman that carried the baby in her womb that was an Anunnaki, put the light of the all in them kids. And all of y'all got it. Not everybody. Some of y'all got fragments, like the divine spark they keep talking about. But some people like myself, I'm a light. Mm-hmm. And you will meet other people that's lights down here. And some people's demons is attracted to the light. They'll burn up. They'll burn themselves up seeking this light. And that's why you got a lot of vampiric energy coming out. 2 moons, soul eating. Soul snatching. They've been doing it, but they're doing this shit at an all-time level. Because they know when these beings come back, the fucking jig is up. The celebrities, the popes, them is Igigi. Them ain't even a higher Anunnaki. Them is the one that fell here and they can never leave Earth until the end of judgment. The judgment they talking about is when Anu come to Earth, when he come back to the Earth. Anu when Antu came to the Earth, traveled the whole Earth, saw the Earth that it was good and allowed it to be after it was destroyed. So all of this, them destroying the Earth, they've already done that. Hopefully they don't do it again. But I believe that's what these storms and shit is about. Like, we ain't all in arcs and shit. We got cribs and shit now. It's a little more modern. We got all this survival shit. So they can't get a lot of the shit off that they used to. We done got smart. And they don't like when we get smart. That's why it was destroyed another time. We was too smart. But I know that a lot of them is trapped down here. They never left. They never could leave, because if they would go home to where they was from, they would implode. The planet is imploding. And if they on their way here, it's because they shit is about to be blown up and they about to take this over, and you about to see that you a worker horse. You think your ass is working to the bone now. It's not what you think it is. Don't argue with me. Go research. Go read the shit that I read. Go read the book of Adam and Eve. Go read the Enuma. Go watch some videos of the Anunnaki tablets and all of that. Go read the Emerald tablets. Them is the tablets Toph accidentally dropped and then rewrote them himself. So God knows if even that is the real shit. You don't even know what it is. And they keep telling you in all religions, I keep telling you it's a proper way that you summon things here. Okay? It's a proper way. Okay? Some of these spirits that we working with, African traditional religions and shit, you can't even summon them unless you got the proper words and incantation. Can you chant that Odu up and backwards? Okay. Can you bring this spirit in? Do you have the right incantations? Do you got the right ingredients to attract and get this spirit? Now, before I believed or operated in any form of traditional religions, I was a metaphysician. Okay. So I know that there is no God actually sitting in the sky waiting to save us. It is an energy that we embody the archetypes. But what I liked about African traditional systems is I'm a medium and I can see psychically. I love how they talk through the oracle with the wisdom, with the creator. Just like they say, Orumala means wisdom. They'll tell you Orumala is a man, but when wisdom was always a woman, that's a woman trait, being having wisdom. And you can get some books on E5 where they tell you that all these divinities are women. It was a feminist religion. Look it up. The Works of Orumala, Volume 2. Man created God. It ain't about, oh, she know what I read. That's it. I'm a fucking reader. And I know people from Africa. You go to Africa, not a lot of people believe in that. Most of them people is Christian and Muslim. And a lot of them don't believe in the old ways no more. They mostly Muslim and Christian. Don't believe me? Go look. They had church deep. Everybody relying on Yahweh. Everybody trying to worship Yahweh because he the commander. He can shut all this shit down. He's the commander. That's what it is. It's not that he's the most high God. He's not. He's not. Somebody's over him. He's just in command. Everybody worshiping him. They got him thinking he Allah, his wife is Allah, and all this. It's a messenger. He is a commander from another planet. If anybody was to be the creator divinity, it would be Nimaha, the one that carried us in her womb. If anybody get any homage, it would be her. Inky helped fashion. The Nisha had his kids, they helped fashion the humans. They taught them things. Okay? And that was their punishment. They had to stay on Earth. They can't go back to where they from. So they never left. So I know that the government fucking knows this. That's why they fucking with the water. Okay? All this child sacrifice, that's something that them white folks came up with. These beings does not want any of them children being sacrificed. They want them working. They want us mining gold. They want us getting stuff for the energy. Now I'm about to bust your bubble, then I'm about to get the fuck off of here. What's more expensive than gold? Melanin. Remember, I told you got that Etherian, the melanin body's got that Etherian light. And some of y'all, if y'all aware enough, you could cut it on like this. You'll cut it on. Hitler took over the whole world with this shit. It's called vril. This is why some people are scared of Reiki. Reiki is a universal life force energy, and we've been drawing from the Reiki so much, it's causing the Earth's core to tilt. Okay? Now the Earth core is tilting. Because we've been pulling from the vril. Y'all been grounded to the earth, harnessing, pumping that energy in there, letting the energy know, look, it's fucked up down here. I'm healing. And you didn't know that old Tiamat, this earth that we on, is the heart of the fucking universe, and everybody came here to heal. You didn't know that. This planet originally belongs to reptilians. That's why they all down here running around. And fays. Fairies. The fairies is the pharaohs, the keepers of the house. See, and y'all need to start learning your light codes. I heard a man, I don't know him personally. I can't even think of his name. What is his name? Rod Hayes. I don't know him personally, but somebody showed me a video of him and he was talking about light codes. And I said, listen, I know about that. And I want to teach my students about that. I had a name, Baheka Mayat, that I was given from an order down here that I dealt with that dealt in all the ancient Egyptian order and how they operated and the rituals that they did. Okay. And I want to get into that with y'all, but not on here. We got to do it privately because some shit ain't for everybody. Some people don't need this information. Some people think I'm the devil right now, and I'm gonna tell you, you can only see inside of others what's inside of you. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. But this is What If God Was the Devil, part 6, live and in color. If y'all got any questions, DM me. I will send y'all some information to read over. I'll send you a book list of books that you can read. It will blow your fucking mind. Read the book of Adam and Eve. Read the book of Enoch. Read the book of Jesus that was taken out. Read the book of Mary Magdalene. Read the book of Mary. Read these books that they removed. Get a slave Bible and get the KJV 1611 version. Put them together and read it and watch the shit. Okay? Go even deeper. Get the works of Arumala, volume 2, and read it with your Bible. It's going to blow you away. Get the Torah where it says in a beginning, not in the beginning, in a beginning. God created the heavens. It's multiple beginnings. And that Bible is not what the fuck you think it is. It is a grimoire. The man that wrote it was an occultist. I hope y'all have a wonderful night.